The last 72 hours delivered a surprisingly packed stack of official gaming news. Marvel's Wolverine finally has a release date. Zenless Zone Zero is preparing a major anniversary update. Final Fantasy is going back to pixels without going back in time. And before this video is over, we also have a giant new region, an open beta, a free Nintendo update, and 2 smaller games worth keeping on the radar. This is Night Q Games. No rumors, no recycled leaks, and no 10-minute detour around a single screenshot. These are the announcements that came directly from the publishers between July 16th and July 18th, with the important details pulled into one clean update. The biggest headline is Marvel's Wolverine. PlayStation and Insomniac released the new Ain't No Hero trailer and locked the game to September 15th, 2026, exclusively on PlayStation 5. Pre-orders are now open. The trailer is short, but it establishes the tone more clearly than another list of features ever could. Logan is not being framed as a clean superhero. The action is fast, heavy, and deliberately brutal, with close-range claws, environmental takedowns, and the kind of damage that makes the character's healing factor feel essential rather than decorative. PlayStation describes this as an original, standalone story centered on Logan. That matters because the trailer is selling a focused single-player action game, not a cameo machine built around the wider Marvel universe. The real question was never whether Insomniac could stage a cinematic fight. It was whether Wolverine would feel different from Spider-Man. Based on this footage, the answer is yes. Less acrobatics, more momentum, and almost no distance between Logan and whoever made the mistake of standing in front of him. September is now the date to watch. The game has moved from a promising showcase to one of the year's biggest confirmed releases. Zenless Zone Zero is moving into version 3.1, the long goodbye, on July 29th. The centerpiece is Ramiel, introduced as a first-generation Void Hunter, but the timing is just as important. This update is tied to the game's 2nd anniversary. The trailer mixes character drama, large-scale combat, and the stylish editing Zenless players already expect. The anniversary also means rewards, so this is designed as both a new chapter for existing players and an easy moment for returning players to check back in. What stands out is how confidently the game now treats its world as an ongoing story. The update is not presented as a loose collection of events. Ramiel arrives with history, status, and a clear connection to the larger conflict. Even if you are not following every banner, July 29th looks like a meaningful checkpoint rather than routine maintenance. For active players, the practical move is simple. Finish any limited work before the update, then check the official anniversary reward schedule. For everyone else, the trailer is a good snapshot of what Zenless has become after 2 years. Louder, stranger, and much more ambitious than its launch version. Square Enix has shown the 2nd trailer for Final Fantasy Resonance, the first main Final Fantasy project built in the HD 2D style. The idea is straightforward. Imagine the series continuing to evolve while keeping pixel art at the center of its visual identity. Resonance takes place in Lapis and leans openly into the series' foundations: crystals, party-based adventure, classic-looking battles, and a world that combines detailed pixel characters with modern lighting and 3-dimensional environments. This is not a remake of an older entry. It is a new game using the visual language people usually associate with Final Fantasy's early years. That distinction makes it more interesting. Square Enix is not only selling nostalgia, it is testing whether classic Final Fantasy can feel current without turning into another enormous cinematic action game. The 2nd trailer suggests a traditional structure with modern presentation, which could place Resonance somewhere between the compact pace of the older games and the spectacle of the newer ones. The release date is October 22nd, 2026, with versions announced for Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, Steam, and the Microsoft Store. That broad platform list may be almost as important as the art style. This is being positioned as a major release, not a small side experiment. Where winds meet is about to get much larger. Version 2.0 arrives July 23rd UTC and opens Hidden Mountain, a new region built around ancient machinery, vertical landscapes, and the Mohist Hill sect. The official gameplay trailer promises upgrades across world design, combat, story, and audiovisual presentation. The most distinctive hook is the 1,000-year-old mechanical city. It gives the expansion a different silhouette from the base game's more familiar towns and wilderness, while still fitting the game's blend of martial arts and Chinese history-inspired fantasy. This is also a useful reminder that Where Winds Meet is being treated as a growing platform rather than a finished, one-and-done adventure. A new region only matters if it changes the way you explore and fight, and the footage shows moving structures, aerial routes, traps, and new combat spaces that appear designed around exactly that. The update lands in less than a week. If the final region has the density shown in the trailer, Hidden Mountain could be the best reason yet to return. Marvel Tōkon, Fighting Souls is getting an open beta from July 24th through July 26th Pacific Time on PlayStation 5, Steam, and Epic Games Store. There is no registration requirement, and PlayStation Plus is not required on console. The beta includes 15 of the 20 characters planned for launch, with Blade playable publicly for the first time. It also includes 6 stages, casual and ranked online matches, local versus, training, and 3 chapters from episode mode. That is a much better test than a tiny weekend sample. Arc System Works is giving players enough of the roster, and enough modes to judge the team-based combat, instead of simply checking whether the servers survive. The game uses 4 character teams, but it is designed to let players create spectacle without learning 4 separate fighting games at once. The beta will reveal whether that accessibility holds up once real people start finding optimal teams. The full game launches August 6th, so this weekend is both a network test and a final public sales pitch. If the trailer caught your attention, July 24th is the point where you can replace impressions with actual hands-on time. Nintendo's free Mario Tennis Fever update is available now. It adds Galaxy Court, a black hole racket that can pull opponents out of position, new Luma colors, Galaxy Court match rules with prankster comets, and GameShare support through Game Chat. This is not a full reinvention, but it is the kind of free update that can change match flow immediately. The black hole racket is the headline because position is everything in tennis, and forcibly changing, it creates new openings without simply increasing shot power. Galaxy Court and the prankster comets push the update toward party game chaos, while GameShare makes it easier to put that chaos in front of more people. If Fever has been sitting untouched in your library, this is a good excuse for another set. 2 smaller announcements close the list. Avatar Legends revealed Zaheer, showing an airbending fighter built around movement, evasive mix-ups, and pressure from unusual angles. The character already looks like a natural fit for a fighting game because his entire style is about refusing to remain where the opponent expects him to be. And Hela of Mice and Magic now has a 4th quarter 2026 release window. The wholesome open-world adventure, inspired by northern Sweden, has passed 1 million wishlists across PC and consoles. Its latest trailer is only a quick reminder, but the scale of that interest makes it worth watching. A small mouse completing a witch's errands may be the quietest pitch in this video, and possibly the most immediately charming. Those are the official gaming updates that mattered most over the last 72 hours. This format will stay flexible, 1 daily roundup when a day is genuinely busy, or a single 2 to 3 day video when the news is spread out. Subscribe to NightQ Games and tell us which of these announcements deserves a deeper trailer breakdown next.